Okay, everybody. So just a quick look at my data. As you might have noticed, I've switched to make things simpler. I switched from the teacher data survey that I was showing you at the first part of this video to an example from a design project, like the grade 7 one for a hand-eye coordination toy. And this is just some data that I whipped together really quickly. You've got various grades, categories, grade 6 to 8, grade 9 to 12. Maybe if you're lucky, you got a couple teachers and a couple parents. There's the gender. Then they rated on a Likert scale from 1 to 5. All these are Likert scales from 1 to 5. From, is my toy fun? Is it helpful for learning hand-eye coordination? Is it attractive, interesting looking? Are the aesthetics strong? Fun looking? And is it strong enough to withstand the abuse and play of a 5-year-old? That's pretty important. Is it safe? That's hugely important. Give it a rating scale from 1 to 5. I didn't clarify this very, very strongly, but 5 is very good, 1 is very poor, 1 is terrible. And is the toy simple but still challenging enough, like that you can grow with it, and that you would play with it for more than 2 minutes? Then there's often that other comments field in a survey where you ask people, do you have any other suggestions or any other comments? We're not going to do too much with that right now, but there they are, and sometimes they're blank. So here we go. I put it into DataStudio, just like the other one that I just showed you. It's the exact same way. And here we are with all the categories that I just described to you. And it automatically comes up with this little simple table, which is nice. Let's do a quick pie chart, because pie charts are often quite helpful for interpreting data. So I'm just going to go to this table, and instead of deleting it or changing it, because I could still find it useful later, I'm going to duplicate it. So control click, and then I can duplicate. On my Mac, that's control click. Maybe you're going to right click on a Windows machine, and then I'm going to drag it over. And while it's still highlighted, I'm going to do up here, I'm going to change the chart. Right now it's a table, but I'm going to click here and change it to a pie chart instead. And then bam, bada bam, bada boom. Very nice visual there. You can see the breakdown of the people that answered. And we can put a title on it as well with a text box, right? And we can just do a little simple title like age and grade breakdown of the respondents. And then you can shorten that up if you want. You can highlight the title, come over here, and there's formatting. You can change the font size. You can change the font. You can make it underlined. You can center it, which is what I'm going to do right now. You can easily move it. You can add a link even on here. It's almost like a mini web page in a way, if you think about it. You can add a lot of fun things to your dashboard here to help explain the data. And then, you can, other formatting features, you've got a background color change, which is kind of nice. You've got the border color for the text box, okay, et cetera, et cetera. I'll just leave it like that for now. It's not bad. And then I'm also going to maybe add another chart, maybe a bar chart for this data, because that would be really useful to, like what were the ratings for attractiveness, for if it's interesting looking or not. So we're going to go back to this chart here, and we're going to duplicate it again. Control click duplicate on a Mac. Leave it to right click on Windows. And then this box, this table is kind of in the way, so I'm going to shorten it up. Yeah, so it's not in my way anymore. And then this one I want to be a bar chart. So let's change the data. We change the data from over here with these available fields. And right now it's looking at grade and age in this dimension window, okay? So this is where we're going to change things. And also in the metric. area down here. It has record count. Metrics are basically like numbers. Let's change that. Let's put, is the product fun or attractive? Let's put that in. There's the scores. And we're going to delete this record count. It's kind of useless to us right now. So just click this little box. And you might look at this and go, what? 28 people voted what in grade 6 to 8 for attractiveness? Well, no, that's a little bit misleading. That's because Google DataStudio isn't interpreting your numbers exactly the way you want it to. So you just go down here, instead of sum, see it says sum, it's like adding things up. And instead you do that, instead of adding up your scores, you click on that and you do count. Like how many times did people answer that it's attractive? So we've got, oh, I'm going to stop.